What's going on, guys? I'm Jeremy, that painter fellow from Instagram, and thanks for checking out the Booth Talk channel on YouTube or the Facebook group or wherever you may be seeing this. I actually took a trip, and currently I'm up here far from home. I'm up in the far north. We're actually up here in Buffalo, New York, just outside of Buffalo actually, and we're here at Dynabrade headquarters, and we're checking out a bunch of the stuff that they have to offer, from their air tools to some of the stuff that they've got coming out. You'll be able to see a little bit of that a little bit later on. But the neat thing about it is that I'm actually up here and being able to talk to a lot of their product specialists, the managers that are up here, seeing how the facility is ran and everything that they have to offer up here. Now, this guy standing next to me, I'm going to let him introduce himself. I want you to find out who he is, what he does, and some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about today.
Thanks, Jeremy. My name's Chris Leibrock. I'm in the Dynabrade marketing department. And we're really excited to have Jeremy up here and to get a little bit of exposure to our headquarters, to you guys. Show you a little bit about what we do. We're an American-made company that takes great pride in everything that we do, rolling up our sleeves and getting to work. So we're going to show you some of our tools, abrasives, compounds, any number of different things. We're going to talk maybe a little bit about how we do repairs, maybe a little bit about warranty. Mm-hmm. So all of these different topics are things that we're going to address and try to shed some light on for everybody, just so that you can see a little bit behind the scenes on how we go to market and what we do day to day.
Now, from the Facebook group itself, also called Booth Talk, check it out if you're not a member. In there, I've created a post, and I wanted you guys to be involved with it, much like some of the other companies that I've done in the past. I wanted to find out what you guys had to say, questions, comments, whatever it may be about Dynabrade specifically. If you guys remember, back whenever we did this, did the same thing with the podcast for Polyvance, it was the same thing, asking questions and comments just with your experiences, because I want to be able to tell these guys exactly, just real world. I'm one person, but if I can get the comments and questions from you guys, it's being able to reach a whole lot more people, giving them more real world feedback from us out here in the shop. So that's what I've got here in front of me. I've got a number of questions and comments that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be covering DAs and DA throws. We're going to be talking about the air files and the Dynafile that they came out with that initially put them on the map, along with several other things, and even a question about electric tools. You'll want to check that out. So we're going to go ahead and get going, and I hope you dig it. All right, so the first question and comment that I've got actually came from the Booth Talk group, and it's about the lifetime warranty for Dynabrade. And it says, you guys supposedly offer a limited lifetime warranty once registered. Do you guys rebuild the tools, or do you just replace them and send them back to the user?
Okay, that's a great question. So one thing that we do here at Dynabrade is when we build our tools, we build them in smaller lots. Mm-hmm. And so when we build a tool, we test every single tool by a person before we send it out. And that gives us a lot of confidence in the fact that we can then say we have a lifetime warranty against manufacturer's defects, because we know our tools aren't going to be going out into the field without defects. And to the point about do we repair them here or do we replace them? Absolutely, we repair them all day, every day. We have, I think, 4 or 5 now full-time repair techs that are busy all day long, skilled craftsmen that have been doing it, honestly, for 20 years in some cases. So they're very good at what they do, and we return everything to a factory spec and get it back into your hands pretty quickly.
Now, one thing I want to ask you just on what you said there was you mentioned that you manufacture everything in smaller lot sizes. Basically, what you're talking about there, I would assume, is that you're talking about just smaller sizes, like manufacturing. You're not chunking out. Here's 1,000 of these, 1,000 of these. You're making them in much smaller quantities, because that way, from my way of looking at it, is that if you're doing it in that situation, you're going to be able to actually, if you find a problem in that batch, you can stop it right there, and you're not sending out several hundred, several thousand that are potentially bad. You can nip it in the bud right there.
That's absolutely correct. Small lots allows us to have a really great amount of control over each individual production run that we have. We may make 50 tools at a time. We don't have people sitting at a bench that are taking a motor and slamming it into a housing or anything. These are all skilled craftsmen that have been doing it for years, and we take great pride in that, that we build them and test each tool before it leaves our doors.
Very cool.